Okay, then I'd like to move to the consent agenda action items, beginning on page 111. And do I have a motion to kick this off?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby takes the following action on listed consent agenda items. Approves payment of bills as presented listed in section V111III.A of the September 8th, 2015 Board Agenda Package. B, approves minutes from the meeting held on August 11th, 2015, open and closed as presented and amended in the September 8th, 2015 Board Agenda Package. And C, approves the application for recognition of schools 2015 through 2016 as presented in the September 8th, 2015 Board Agenda Package.
Do I have a second?
Second. One question before.
Second, Mr. Jepson?
No, to Mr. Walsh.
Mr. Walsh, sorry.
Miriam, were the minutes amended?
Or third.
No.
The one change that, I don't think the minutes were amended. If you're willing to make
Okay,
that.
I can make that, yeah.
Okay.
Remove the word amended? We
Yes.
Both agree?
Yes.
Okay. How about on the
Bills.
the bills?
Tim made a few.
Tim?
Yeah, there were questions on the bills on page 115. There was a question regarding payment to Sports Supply Group, $7,900. It involved football game pants, jackets, polos. The question was who these purchases were for. A number of them were for the football team. One of them was for athletic trainers, and one of them was for administrators and coaches. It was clothing for them.
I'm just gonna be, we spent $2,200 on polo shirts and $3,300 on football polos and jackets. Those were, is that typical that we include that as in our expenses for the football team?
Yes, comes out of their supply budget.
Okay.
On page 119, there was a question regarding the Illinois State Police payment. It says here fingerprinting.
Well, before,
Oh.
I just want, Kevin, if I need to, I'll put this on for a separate meeting. I asked this question before, and I want to get an answer for it.
Which question is that?
The question is, we put our, allowed the Riverside Police to use the school for a whole weekend, which means we probably had to cancel things and lose revenue. And on the same hand, they terminated giving us free fingerprints a few years ago because they said it was too costly for them. And I'm trying to find out if we're being reciprocal with them, if we're willing to do something like
They
that.
used to, the question you're referring to,
Yeah,
is there used to be two fees. The
Okay.
school district would pay a fee, and then we would also pay the state license. We no longer pay a fee to the village of Riverside.
they still fingerprint for us
They
then?
fingerprint for us. This is the state, the
Okay.
fee the state police charge to run the background check on each candidate that gets fingerprinted.
Okay,
So this money goes to the state police, not the village of Riverside.
okay, thank you.
We've been really good about working out where we don't pay for the vehicle stickers and then swapping for the pool and gas, and we're
Good, okay,
we're pretty much cost neutral with them right now, right, Tim?
Yes.
okay, great, thank you.
On page 120, there was a question regarding a payment to Oz Engineering for their testing services. The question was, has this been added to the budget? Yes, there's an account in the budget in the capital projects fund for professional services. The total budget amount is $100,000.
Yeah, but I thought it was 100,000 before. We still think we're gonna be within 100,000?
Yeah, I think the total bill for Oz is
Ours was under 30, I thought,
37,000.
35.
Okay,
On page 122, there was a question for a payment to Troxel. It involved a payment for a camera and for a 60-inch television. That was for what's called a creation station in the library that was put in this year.
what do we use it for?
Can you help me out?
So that's going to be a space where teachers can take their class and do some hands-on demonstrations and activities with the students. So that's something that will affect hopefully all departments within the building.
Thank you.
On page 125, there was a question regarding a payment to Jeff Orlock, who was a choreographer. The payment was put through a board account so that we can issue a 1099 at the end of the year. It'll be reimbursed by the activity account.
Yeah, but the question was, there was no such expenditure in either the budgets or the reports that were given to us. So was a summer school activity? It
Yes,
says
but
it's for
those expenditures that are reported are expenditures that are coming out of board accounts. It's showing that the revenue and the expenditures out of the board accounts are cash, are neutral.
I don't
This is coming
understand.
out of an activity account. It's not coming out of a board account.
So somebody else is funding the activity account?
Yes.
Okay.
On page 126, there was a question regarding payment to Riverside Public Schools for an advertisement. This is an ad that's put in the paper for prevailing wages. Riverside Elementary puts the ad in the paper, and then we split that with them and with District 95.
Okay.
And I think the final question had to do with, on page 129, there was a reimbursement to Susan Brenner for iPads for child development. The question was, why are we purchasing iPads when we've gone to Chromebooks? This is through the Perkins grant, and the grant doesn't allow for the purchase of Chromebooks. We had to purchase the iPads.
Okay.
They do it specifically because we're a one-to-one school with Chromebooks,
Mhm.
and so they feel like we could not use the grant to purchase additional Chromebooks to support the one-to-one initiative.
Okay.
Would that cover the questions on the bills?
Yes.
Any additional questions on the minutes? Anybody? Seeing none, why don't we go for the roll call then?
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jefferson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.